If you take
and
that
to check
pause,
yourself
yes,
before you say.
right, and you take that pause, and then and for everybody that knows me knows that I use however very frequently, and as soon as somebody say "but" to me, I'm cutting them off. I'm gonna tell them right there and say, "I ain't believing you right now. I'm not even hearing you no more." They be like, "What?" Bullshit. Yeah, why? Because you said "but." And anything after "but" is bullshit. I don't want to hear it. And in turn, a lot of people like, how can I say it? They kind of like,
they receive it better.
Yeah.
And the only reason why I say that is because I use however at work, and like, you know, sometimes I'm in conversation I'll say "but," and then I'll correct myself, and like my boss and shit, like she's starting to say however, like she's starting to recognize, because I was like, anything after "but" is bullshit. Because when she says it, or any of my coworkers say, I'd be like, anything after "but" is bullshit. So you lost me after "but."
I'm telling you. And it's crazy how people, like you said, they receive it differently, right? Because what happens is when I tell people that, they ask me why. And then I explain. I want you to think about what you're going to say before you say it. I want it to be a real thought out process. You know what I mean? You give yourself a chance to dial it back. And because I'm heavy on say what you mean and mean what you say. So it just gives you an opportunity. And then I notice and I realize that you're really thinking about what you're about to say. So
because it takes longer to say however than
as opposed to "but," right? So you know what I mean. So
and depending on how, because you know you could drink. However,
right. So what I would say is it is easier said than done. However, once you really, if you got it at the forefront of your mind. You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of like the same way with the however, you just have it at the forefront of your mind. And then you know that you're in an emotional state at the moment. And then you start to think, like how nigga said, he do what now? And then what happened? And then, man, clear them tears, man. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like it's kind of like the
build up.
Yeah. The what's real, what's like, come on now. You know what I mean? And it's just,
if
what she was doing.
Better, you do better.
Right. What she was doing was just
reality check,
aligning your intelligence.
Correct. Yeah, that's a whole fact. Because I was like, I know.
Right.
I know.
Like listen, you smarter than that. Like, you bigger than that. Like, you know better than that.